Hey everybody, Aaron Whitehead here again, excited to be with you and wanted to show you a song that you can do for the upcoming holiday season. The song is Last Christmas by Wham. I'm just going to show you a real simple way that you can play it. It's actually, the chord progression is really straightforward, so that's good. And then you can kind of take what I show you and run with it from there. Okay, so I've got the chords here from ultimateguitar.com, and you can see here that the same four chords repeat over and over again. Okay, so let's take a look here at what those four chords are, and then let's talk about how we can do them in a rhythm that kind of matches the song. All right, so this is middle C, and our first chord in the song is D. Okay, so this is a D chord, D, F sharp, and A. That makes a D chord. The second chord is a B minor chord. Okay, B, D, F sharp. Notice a couple of the notes are the same as the chord we just left. Okay, and then we've got E minor 7. Here's an E minor, E, G, B, and we add the 7, the D up there. Okay, so that's E minor 7, and then A, C sharp, E. That's A major. All right. So those are the four chords, but we're not going to do them in the way that I just did it right now. Those are what's called root position. Okay, it's when the name of the chord is at the bottom of the note. So this is root position. But notice how jumpy I have to be to go between those chords. I'm going to be moving my hand all over the piano. And when you play, you want it to be as simple as possible. And so we're going to use what are called inversions. And so also I like to play kind of the lower voicings of the chords, the lower inversions of the chord if I can. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this D chord. I'm going to take this A off the top and I'm going to shift it down here. I know you can't see my hands, but in order to make that chord, my thumb is down on the A, middle finger on D, and my pinky is on the F sharp. Okay, so that's how you're going to want to finger that chord. And then notice we're right next to that B minor chord that we're going to use. So there it is right there. All I did is move my thumb from A to B. Okay, now E minor. Remember E minor 7 was way up here? I have a B and a D in this B minor chord I just did. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to play my E minor 7 there. Okay, so I've got thumb on B. I've got now my index finger on D, middle finger on E, pinky on G. All right, and then now for our final chord, A major, where I showed you in root position, and I'm doing thumb, index finger, middle finger for that chord. Because I just came from here, my middle finger was already on E, so it stays on E, and I drop my thumb and index finger down to the A and the C sharp. Okay, I'm going to be moving through this pretty fast, so if you need to, don't be afraid to rewind, to jump back, pause, come back to it, okay, if you need to hear that again. So here's the chords in the order that we're going to do them with the inversions that we're going to do. So D major, B minor, E7, E minor 7, and then A, okay? And then back to the D again, all right? And it just does a pattern like that. So D major, B minor, E minor 7, A, all right? And then now let's look at the left hand before we talk about rhythm. So this is my left hand thumb on the D down here, okay? So it's an octave below middle C. If I was going to do this, I could play a full octave with my left hand. I'm on a smaller keyboard, so I'm going to simplify it and just play the single notes in my left hand. And you're just going to play the names of the chords. So we're going to do D for the D major chord. I've got my middle finger now that drops down to the B, okay, for the B minor chord. I move my thumb up from D to E, and I'm ready for that E minor 7 chord, and then A for the final chord, okay? So that's the chord progression in the left hand, D, B, E, A. Okay, so now if you play both of them together, it's going to go like this. This is my left hand down here, right hand up here. Okay, D major, B minor, E minor 7, A. Okay, that's the full chord progression. You're going to want to practice that a bunch of times to really get those changes. Okay, now we're going to take that chord progression and we're going to put some rhythm to it that's going to help it sound a little bit more like the song. All right? So for the rhythm, we're going to put just a driving rhythm of eighth notes in our left hand. Okay? And so there's two ways to count that. You could count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's one way to count it, or you could do 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Choose whatever one makes the most sense to you, okay? And then in the right hand, we are going to, first you're going to want to practice just playing it on the 1 and holding it, so like this. Okay, notice I'm just doing whole notes in my right hand. We're going to add a little rhythm right here now. Rhythm, we're going to play on 1 and on 4. Okay, if you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or on the and of 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so it's either on 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Like this. I'll start it slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, when you do it for the song, you're actually going to play both each chord for 2 measures. So it's like this. When you actually add the vocals, it's like this. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Okay, you kind of get the idea there. Now, that's the chorus. For the bridge or for the verses, if you wanted to, you could play the same thing, or you could really simplify it and you just do the hits like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, I'm holding it rather than playing all the way through. Okay, so that's one way that you can. So if you were to do that for the verse. Once bitten and twice shy. Do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so you can just do the hits there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then when you come into the chorus, last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you gave it away. Okay, so you get the idea. I hope you guys enjoy that. Merry Christmas to you. I hope that this gives you something fun to practice and prepare for your friends and family if you get a chance to be together this holiday season. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell there next to the subscribe button so that you're notified every time we post a new video. All right, thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.